Thank you, thank you.
And one way that we could have fixed this would be to chop down the street.
You go ahead.
I'm just gonna. Thank you. Welcome.
Hello.
Oh yeah, if you want to put the stroller right there on the store, yeah. Hi, welcome. Oh, thank you. For two, yeah, okay, well, keep this area nice and clear, that'd be great, thank you very much. Perfect, okay. Welcome to the mystery spot, you guys. My name is Leo, I'm gonna be your tour guide for today. How are you all doing? Awesome. I'm good too, thanks for asking. Well, I'm gonna start by giving you guys a little bit of a history on the mystery spot. So this land that we're standing on right now is bought by a man named in 1939. He bought this land from America. And his plans were to make a summer home for his wife. And he wanted to build it up on that hillside. But it wasn't until after he made the deal with that lumber company that they told him he could not build anything on that hillside or else it would come sliding right down to the bottom of the hill. Now, take a look up on that hillside for me and tell me if he listened. He did not. He built there anyway. He built his summer home regardless of their wishes. Before he built that summer home, he went to surveyors, land and survey it and make sure that there were no problems that they ran into. And they came back to him with mysterious facts. The first mysterious fact is that we're up on that hillside right there. The next mysterious fact was that they didn't know what direction they were walking in because all of their compasses were going absolutely haywire. And the third mysterious fact was that all this weirdness was contained inside of a 150-foot diameter circle, which extends up that hill over there and behind that cabin all the way down the hill over there, between these trees, and then meets between these two cinder blocks. And that circle is now what we call the mystery circle. Oh, you know what? It goes by both names, so you're technically right. But yeah, mystery spot. And right here is the barrier, which would mean that you guys are actually officially in the mystery spot right now. Are you feeling a little bit mysterious right now? Are you feeling maybe a little lighter? Are you feeling any lighter right now? About $10 lighter? Fair enough. Well, either way, these two cinder blocks used to be flat and level, but over time, the roots from the trees put two boards of wood on top. We put two boards of wood on top, and those boards of wood should be flat and level. However, do you guys believe me that they're flat and level? I wouldn't believe me if I were you. I am a stranger and I'm leading you into a cabin in the woods, so I wouldn't trust the word that comes out of my mouth. But you know, I can prove it to you all with this here level. Now, how a level works, I'm required to explain, is whatever side the bubble is on, that side is the higher side of the surface it is on. And if the bubble is right in the middle, then it's a level surface. So let's test it, shall we? Right here, you will see. What do you see? It's in the middle, so that means it's a flat and level surface. Now, how about if I place it right there? In the middle as well. So these are both a flat and level surface. However, there's a few ways I could have rigged this level to make it seem like it's flat and level, when in reality it's not. One of those ways is I could have frozen the water in the middle, making it so that level stays over in one place at all times. But as you guys can see, it is moving from side to side, which means that it is actually not rigged that way. And the other way I could rig it is I could have shaved down a specific side of the level, making it so it only reads level if I place it down on that side. But if I turn it all the way back around and place it right back down, you will notice that it's still in the middle. How about right here? It's still in the middle. So, height difference. We can get two people who are a little bit better or a little bit closer in heights, you know? Is there anybody close to that height right now? Or anybody close to that height? There you go. Alright guys, so the two volunteers, I can ask one of you guys to stand right here, and the other to stand right here, and face to face. Alright, nothing scared of these guys. Alright, so you're going to place out of our close in height. Let's see what happens to that height when you stand there, and then you stand there.
That's so cute.
Alright guys, so I don't know if you noticed, but you've actually grown. And I'm so sorry, but you've shrunk. You've shrunk. I'm so sorry. If you want that height back, you can go to the gift shop after the tour and grab it for $10 an inch. Everyone give a round of applause for that. Alright, so now it might be a little hard to tell because I'm going to measure your eye lines right now. Your eye line is about the top of your forehead. Let's see what happens if you guys switch places. Okay. That's a little easier to see, right? I mean, it seems that you have grown a little bit and you have shrunk. And I'm so sorry, that height never goes away. I used to be 6'4" when I started this job, guys. And that confidence never goes away either, so give a round of applause. Alright, so we've determined that you shrink as you enter the mystery spot, and you grow as you leave it. When I exit, I am standing nice and tall and straight again. It's easier to see on these trees behind me. The one that's on the inside of the barrier is growing at a 3-degree lean, and the one that's on the outside of the barrier is growing tall and straight. But if you still don't notice it on these two trees, we're going to notice it a lot more as we go to the center of the mystery spot, up that hill, into that first courtyard and the cabin, because in that first courtyard, you will be leaning at 11 degrees. And in the actual cabin, you'll be leaning at a very noticeable 17 degrees, which is a lot easier to see right there on that Life magazine photo. If you guys will all direct your attention over there, that is how you're going to all look in about 20 minutes. And there is one more weird thing about that photo that we've actually figured out over the years, and it's not how they're leaning at all. It's not how tall it's either. The weirdest thing about that photo is that woman's name. Eileen. This is $10 jokes. It's a $10 joke. It's a $10 joke. Don't keep your standards too high. Let's go up the hill. We're going to grab one of those handrails and make sure you're nice and safe. I'll tell you. Hey people, not everybody, which is totally fine. If you do want to feel that invisible force, I have a quick remedy for you guys. Just go to the very bottom and come back up 3 more times. Feel it instantly. Trust me, I do it every single day. Okay, but the reason that you felt that invisible force, if you did, is because you were actually walking towards the center of the mystery spot, which is in the cabin over there. That center propels forces in all different directions, and walking towards those forces is a little harder than usual. It's like it's pushing down right on your chest. That's why walking up this hill right here is easier, because you're walking away from those forces, directly away from them. Now, as you enter this first courtyard, you may also start to feel a few mysterious feelings. And as you enter the cabin, it'll really feel these feelings. And those feelings are a little bit of nausea and dizziness, so it's completely fine, completely normal. But if you feel them too much, you need to sit down, just walk through the cabin to the other courtyard over there, and there's a bench you can sit down and take a few breathers. All right, now without further ado, let's all head on through. Oh, there's no bed, and also we slide right off the bed, right? We can roll right off the bed. All right, y'all, are you the last two people out there? Okay, this is perfect. So let's all direct your attention over to each other. What are we all doing right now? We're leaning, exactly. We're leaning all about 11 degrees in this first courtyard. If you guys wouldn't mind making a little space right here so everybody else can see. I want you all to walk toward, look towards the direction over there. As you look in this direction and look down, you will notice that your feet have magically shot out all the way in front of you. There was actually a pregnant lady on our last tour, so this is the first time she's seen her feet in weeks. Pretty crazy places. Alright, now it's all facing the other direction. Now, this direction is my favorite direction because actually ever since this cabin was built, there have been reportings of ghost sightings in this direction. And we can all actually channel these ghosts right now. We have to work together. You need to do exactly as I said. Alright, let's take both our hands, guys, and place them out behind us, okay? Alright, now this is the most important part. This is the spiritual conduit. Take a hand of your choice and channel the spirits to your forehead. As you lean into this pose, you may start to feel the ghost of Michael Jackson. If you didn't like that,
really.
guys, you just beat it. Thank you. You're all dead. Alright. How about the cabin behind me? People were reacting to this as they walked in, but what is it doing? Leaning. It's all wonky, it's all weird. It actually is dead. But why did it stop right here? Tree. Yes, tree. Round of applause for tree, everybody. Tree. Wrong. I'm so sorry, sir. That is unfortunately wrong. You know, most popular wrong answer. That's what I want you all to say. But actually, this land was owned by a lumber company in 1939. And what do lumber companies do? They chop down trees. There was no trees, only stumps when this land was bought by George Prather. So what happened? Was it the tree stump? I don't know if that'd be enough to restrain the whole building, actually, but what happened, what is enough to restrain the whole building, were the forces, those mysterious forces of the mystery spot, hold this cabin where it stands right now. And I can show you a few of these forces right now, if you guys want. But before I show you these forces, I'm going to need a favor from you guys. I'm going to need you all to give me your most enthusiastic oohs and ahs to show that you're ready to see these forces. Ready? Let's try it. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. And ah. You sound very amazed. I haven't even shown you yet, and you're already amazed. Let's try one more time. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Ah. Even more amazed that time. Well, when I bring out my tool, I need you all to quadruple that volume so my boss on payroll can hear you. Ready? 1, 2, 3. The Board of Mystery! Ooh. Ah! It's a board of wood from Home Depot, you guys. Home Depot. It's actually kind of boring. It's nothing special. However, I'll show you why this board of wood, knock on it. It's a normal board of wood, right? Completely normal. I'll show you why this normal board of wood is a little cooler than it might seem. I'm going to place it into here.
Alright guys, we got about 2 minutes left in the cabin.
Can I ask you one question? Who here thinks this side is the higher side of the foot? Raise your hand. 1, 2, 3 people, okay. It looks higher, but isn't it? Who thinks that the side on the inside of the cabin is the higher side? One person, one brave soul over there. Who thinks it's a flat and level board of wood? People. Who here is not thinking at all? Okay, a few people, it's totally fine. I'm never thinking, so let's try and test it. This right here is a miniature level, and you guys can see that bubble is moving from side to side. So, as I place this level right here, someone probably tell me where that bubble is. In the middle. Say it in your loudest tour guide voice. In the middle. It should do it. Let's see. It will do it, and even if I push it into the cabin, come back out. Well, you know, I can actually tell what you guys are thinking right now. I can tell that you're all a little skeptical because you think there's a magnet in this ball. There could be a magnet pulling it in one direction, right? Well, you know, I'm gonna put this ball deep in my pocket where it can't harm anyone no more, and instead I'm gonna take out my nice trusty water, Kirkland brand signature water, not sponsored. So, if I place this water on the board of mystery, let's see what happens. Let's see where gravity takes it. At the end of the board, and it transforms it into vodka, everybody. It's now vodka.
Poured from the very far.
Absolutely. Right out the end. Everybody give it up for the board of mystery! Alright, so, without further ado, if you want to feel these forces that as I place this billiard ball, which is an 8-ball, but with 2 on it, as I place this billiard ball on this flat and level surface, what should happen to it? It should stay where it is, right? It should stay exactly where it is. If it's on a flat level surface, it should stay where it is. Let's see, shall we? Whoa.
همه رشمشون ریخته.
So welcome to the cabin, everybody. Feel a little weird, right? That's because you were all leaning 17 degrees this time. You're all leaning 17 degrees. It's because of those forces in the mystery spot. Now, you're going to be able to come up here yourself in a moment and take some photos. So I can show you a few poses. You can give a little baby do the Simba, you know, if you want. You can do a little Titanic action if you have somebody to do that with. But if not, I can be your Jack for about $10. And with the extra $2, I'll be your Rose for $12. Instead of jumping off this table, which I recommend you all do not do, because you will not land where you will land. Instead of jumping off this table, please go down this nice and safe step ladder right there. Now, a lot of people chalk up the reason that we're leaning so heavily to the floor. People think the floor is the reason because the floor is already leaning, so we would be leaning if we were standing on it, right? Wrong. I will show you why that's not the case. Sir, could you please hold on to those bars above your head and let yourself hang, please? You're still lean at that 17-degree angle. So, regardless of this floorboard, we would be leaning. Alright, now everybody come to this next room for one final demonstration. So this right here is a 32-pound ball of lead alloy. That means that it's not magnetic. It's not magnetic at all. So if I were to push it towards the center of the mystery spot up in that corner, the center of the mystery spot will propel those forces down on it, which makes it really hard to push it in this direction. But if you push it in this direction, those forces will push on the back of it. And it's a lot easier, noticeably easier to push it in that direction. Now, this also acts as a pendulum. If you know how a pendulum works, if I were to hold it right by my face and let it swing, it will never hit my face.
Yes, that's true. You want to do this again?
Sorry.
Okay, just leave her. Ready, set, go. Excuse me.
Right. Talk an awful lot. I'm so sorry. I'm going to talk a lot more. You guys pay me to talk to you. Don't jump. Don't jump that way. You've got the three doors to the mystery spot. They have so I have a very magic device to show you guys. It's a little bit shot. So we're going to need... Anybody think this side, inside of the cabin is higher up? Okay. Does anybody think it's level? Okay. Now please not think you're running around, so be honest with me. Very American. So, what I'm going to do? Well, so I'm going to take my level. I'm going to place it right here onto the board of mystery. Okay? It's right in the center. So this is in fact if I place it on the board, it's not going to do anything. It should stay right there. But when I put the ball on the board, a strange phenomenon occurs. Where the ball seems to be right up the block. Even more fascinating, I can place the ball right here, roll it back. That was a good thing. We roll it back into the mystery spot. You will see that the ball is still rolled in, but it's going to turn around and roll right back out. Okay? Now, maybe you think that I'm doing this. And I will provide you with the same demonstration of rolling the ball in. And it gets stuck.
That wasn't the plan.
But even then, when the board is turned around, if I roll it in, it'll still be turned around and come back out. Okay? But now, maybe you think I put the ball.
I have 1 minute before you go.
Okay, so
So yeah, see, it's 3 to 2 minutes.
Roll in, but it will turn around and it'll roll right back on out, okay? Now, maybe you think that I rigged this board, okay? Maybe you think anytime I push my ball in, it gets forced back out because I put some sort of beam to it.
Alright, I'll get your last photos and videos in. Let's start moving to that next
I
courtyard.
will place it right back here. And I will provide you with the same demonstration of rolling the ball in. And it gets stuck. Maybe.
That wasn't the plan.
But even then, when the board is turned around, if I roll it in, it'll still turn around and roll back out. Okay? But now, maybe you think I rigged the ball. Okay? Maybe there's a magnet onto the board of mystery.
It's funny, basically different style.
And you see that even when I pour the water on the board, it still pours right on and off. Okay?
Alright, I'll start to head to that next courtyard. Get your last photo. Showing that floor is no factor in the way that we're leaning right now. And then finally, right here, we have our stepladder of mystery. If I walk up the stepladder of mystery, I can actually turn into Spider-Man, everybody. Oh yeah, pretty cool stuff. Now I have 10 minutes, we have 10 minutes in this cabin. I'll give you a 2-minute warning when we're about to be done. And take as many photos and videos as you want. If you want me to do it for you, I'll be in that room over there, alright? Have fun, everybody.
Thanks. Thank you.
I'm taller again, but you know what? A lot of people think that's just because of this here roof line. The farther you get to that side, the farther away from the roof line you get, and the more short that you look. That's not true, actually. Hey, one volunteer here. One volunteer. Okay, come on up. I knew you were going to volunteer. Sit on the end there, please. So what I'm going to ask you to do is take your hand and block out this whole flag so you can't see it at all. Can you see it at all? No? Perfect. All right, now what we're doing is I'm going to take this and as I release it slowly, and it matches up with your saturated light with your eyes, let me know if you need your most accurate cap down impression. Okay? You got this. Oh, that was really accurate. That was good. All right, so this is good. Any higher? Any lower? You know what? Come on down. Not quite, ladies and gentlemen. Not quite. The entire level's length off. But you know, if you want that height back, go to the other end of the bench. Give her an applause. As you can see, this is not a factor because she was covering it from her eyesight when she trimmed her eye line. So, not a factor in the shrinkage. Now, I do have one final demonstration to do with you all in this first courtyard. Maybe you can come up in a minute. But I first want to ask someone here who's 6 foot tall. Anybody? No, probably not 6 foot tall. You look quite tall. Come on up. How about 5'10"? I don't know. 5'10". 5'10". Come on up. Stand right next to him on the bench. Who here's 5'9", 5'8"? Stand right there. Yeah. 5'9", 5'8". 9. Come on up. 5'8". Perfect. Right there. How about 5'7", 5'6"? 6. What do you guys say? All right, and then you can go on up right next to him on the end. Perfect. All right, so as you guys can see, we've created a nice Wi-Fi symbol of. Yeah, is this good? Is this perfectly in line with the top of her head? All right, so you guys switch places for me, and you can move over here and see if it matches up. Not quite. There's a little bit more than 1/16 of an inch, I think. But you know what? I hired you for a reason. You're smart.